Today I'm going to talk about why saying no problem can really be annoying in some situations. Now, sometimes we say no problem in a response to an apology to just let somebody know that's all right or that's okay. I'm not talking about that situation. I'm talking about when you say no problem in response to someone saying thank you. My name's Antoinette Griffin, and my videos are all about confidence, communication, and charisma from an introvert's perspective. So let's get into this. Why in the world is saying no problem sometimes seen as annoying? It's highly likely that whenever you're watching this video today, you have already encountered somebody who has responded with no problem whenever you have said thank you. Maybe it was at a checkout counter. Maybe it's when you went to a restaurant, it was your server and they brought your food. Maybe it was in a professional setting such as a doctor's office and it was the receptionist or even the nurse or doctor. And for those in the millennial or the Gen Z generations, responding to thank you with no problem seems perfectly polite, perfectly acceptable. But with some of the other generations, it seems kind of flippant and in some cases a little rude. I was reminded of this last week when I was eating at a restaurant by myself. My server brought my salad and I thanked her. And she said, no problem, and walked away. And then another server later brought me my main entree and I thanked her. And she said, no worries, and she walked away. And I guess it was probably because I was by myself. And so I started thinking about this conversation encounter. And I thought about how deflating it was for me to say thank you and for these people to say no problem or no worries. Well, there was never a problem or worry to begin with. I just wanted a kind exchange in return, such as something like you're welcome or certainly or absolutely. It's not that I thought these servers were rude. It's not that I thought these servers didn't care, but it certainly didn't make me feel appreciated. It certainly didn't make me feel like they were upbeat about their job. Think about any time you go into a Chick-fil-A and they give you your food and you say thank you. They never respond with no problem. They respond with my pleasure. How positive, how upbeat that sounds. It's kind of like a breath of fresh air. By responding with these more positive words, it brings energy to the conversation exchange. No problem is kind of deflating. It's certainly not an energy booster. So especially if you're doing any kind of business or any kind of conversation with someone that is older than a Gen Z or a millennial, try using you're welcome, try using my pleasure, you bet, certainly, absolutely, anything like that to just bring energy to the conversation and watch your results. Look at it this way. Words matter. Just as nonverbal communication means so much in our encounters with others, so do words. So why not bring responses that bring energy and positivity to the conversation?